Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host from Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland, off here to 1v1 own Pachino Stalemate. In the south it is Elpern, fighting here for the Decisive Corps here with the 15th Panzer Grenadier Division. No battle group chosen yet. Trouble Panzer Pioneer, CoH3 start. In the north it is Orangepest, most orange of pests, the Citric Menace, the Lemonous Villain. Off here with the 82nd Airborne into a Pathfinder start. Haven't seen as much of them after the balance change here to the tone down the Pathfinders. So we're interesting to see Orangepest go to town with them. We got more Pathfinder or Panzer Pioneer there as well for Elpern, leading in there with the 15th Panzer Grenadier Division's Panzer Pioneer Abteilung. I tell you almost line is. Seeing points here. Aggressive approach down here from Orangepest since the Pathfinders, but all they did is just basically force you to have to go for like the utility package of flares, the smoke, all that sort of stuff, but they're still like, cheap and very swiftly able to grab territories. And they're not terrible, honestly. It's just, you can't just chuck flares and smoke all over the place. Or they make them slightly more expensive than other bits, but overall, still fairly good, I think. Third Panzer Pioneer squad here, though, for Elpern, heading southwards over the Panzer Pioneer, or Pathfinders, scouting ahead here, setting up towards another Panzer Pioneer, digging in, so in case Orangepest makes a move here, Elpern can of course repulse that a bit more easily. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters who keep the Propagandacast supported through thick and thin. A big hearty welcome and thanks for all those. So, CoH3 there running through here, the shrubberies there. The gunner, of course, wondering why the driver just couldn't have driven around them. Again, I got thorns in my eyes. Well, you should just wear the goggles. We don't have goggles. Whoever decided to put us this bike didn't assign us goggles. I don't know why, though. You'd figure we'd get goggles. Maybe there's a shortage of goggles. A shortage of goggles? I guess. Looks like here we got a bit about whatever. Looks like he's lining up here for a push with a Panzer Pioneer there. And we got the Light Support Company up there for Elpern. We got the Pathfinders based in the centre. Up north here, we got Panzer Pioneer going for the northern field point. But Orangepest is ready to respond to this with his Pathfinders. We got the weapon support zone up here, likely an M16 half-track to hit back hard here at Elpern and the German army. Pathfinders went at the centre road here, straight to the awaiting Panzer Pioneer. Carnot TKs, Ks raised. And there you go, pushing back those Pathfinders. In the south, CoH3 a bit unknown versus the Pathfinder squad pair here as well. Under Orangepest, Stoic, and Lemony Command. Straight here for the CoH3 Panzer Pioneer moving in here now with the Pathfinder center rushed up here. Elpern pushes forwards for Deutschland. Up north here, Pathfinder's pushed off the northern field point. Orangepest has not been able to deny Elpern that field point then. That's going to be a bit of a pain in the pursue, though, of course, arguably he's gained the same in the south, so perhaps not quite as big as win there as Elpern may have hoped or dreamed about. You also got the Panzer Pioneer quickly occupying the house here. Getting a good line of sight here with the fuel point. Nothing yet out of here. We do have the infantry support center as well here from Orangepest, getting a captain to lead the men forwards for freedom, democracy, liberty. Straight for the munitions point here. Orangepest doubling back with some of the Pathfinders to meet this crap menace head on. We got barbed wire on the track to ensure the Americans don't try to drive off with it. Panzer Pioneer is the Pathfinders here. Orangepest falls back. Captain out there, and we get the half-track there. Of course, you can still get the M16 out. They just need to upgrade it rather than just get it out right away. So that does slightly delay Orangepest there, but not by a whole lot. Not by a whole lot. And we got paratroopers here as well. 82nd Airborne dropping in there for some hard landings there against the Germans. We got the M5 half-track, M3 half-track arriving here. Panzer Pioneer here forced to fall off the fuel pump, but not before, of course, they render neutral. That's it. With the Pathfinders, they can rapidly grab it back, so it's not quite as big an issue to Orangepest. And there you go. With the 50 cal there, the CoH3 gets utterly destroyed, and they didn't even get their goggles. Meanwhile, ground back here, territory right outside of Elpern space. We got straight move for the mechanized company, likely the Achtrad here. Very much standard part of the Deutsches Afrika Korps meta here. We got the Airborne at the ready here outside of Elpern's base. Map control there looking very American. After pushing forwards here, ripping into the retreating Panzerpioniere. I suppose in a pinch he could also be keeping open to go for like the anti-tank version, which is a solution. I don't think he's going to do that, but he could do that. He could do it. But right now, most of the map sees the 82nd Airborne just hitting hard, taking names, then forgetting those names, and then substituting on their own names in the after-action report. Going in pretty aggressively here with it, falling then bit back with it. We got the mechanized company up here for Elpern. Quite a bit of manpower being flooded about here. We got more paratroopers being airdropped in, I think, here for Orangepest here. Pathfinders as the Pathfinders paratroopers versus the Panzerpionier here. There's so many P's, you know, Pathfinders, paratroopers, Panzerpionier. Now we just need to add some Panzergrenadiers or Panzerjägers, and the P sounds just keep popping off like popcorn in a microwave. Or popcorn machine, I guess. Rifle grenade off here from the Pathfinders. Flamethrowers up there from Elpern's Panzerpioniere. As his Panzerjägers are short in the 250. Leichter Schützen Panzerwagen crashing through the terrain here. Captain falling back. Paratroopers out in the center here. Bazookas on the way there for Orangepest. After they're being hauled back for, I guess, repairs. No sign of any upgrade yet. I mean, it could be she's just not going to upgrade it. Just use it to support his troops. Which, honestly, wouldn't be a half bad idea either. It's just, it would be surprising in a sense. But not wrong or bad. Oh wait, Panzerpionier pushing forward some more. Another assault being launched here, this time to recapture the fuel pump right inside the base. We've got the paratroopers being caught by the Flammenwerfers. Landing there. Their jumpsuits are not fireproof. Grenade off here, pushing the Panzerpionier out of the heavy cover. North after they're pushing in. Still no upgrade. 9 troops running on it alongside in it to, like, you know, engage the Germans there. South here we got the 250 after there with the Panzerjägers pushing back the Pathfinders here. We have nothing further than the base of Elpern. He is clearly aiming for that Achtrad, but it's going to take a bit of a while. Panzerpionier there, awfully low on health. But so is the captain. Big retreat here. We got the field infirmary up here. Paratroopers moving forwards for freedom, democracy. Another assault here by the 82nd Airborne as men of the 15th Panzerdivision rapidly moving to occupy the center of Pachino. Past the Church of St. Al of Pachino. Achtrad there for Elpern. Ultimately, no big surprise. It is very much a centerpiece of the current Deutsches Afrika Korps metagame here. There you go. Assault goes forwards here. Panzerjäger is being pushed out of the cover there. Achtrad almost there. Pushing forwards here, catching the Pathfinders and the paratroopers there in the middle of the center. Half coming up here. Panzerpionier in the church with fire as well there. I do not know what the Catholic Church approach to flamethrowers in the churches are, but I'm fairly certain they're against it. Troops heading out here. Nothing further yet here. I'm just going to go for the tank depot and then push for tanks here. And there go Achtrad straight at the half-track here. Punching through the not exactly heavy armor of the M3 half-track. There we go. Kaput. Achtrad there scores a glorious kill. We got 2 bazooka hits there on the Achtrad there, causing a fair bit of damage to the heavy armored car. We also got the vehicle survivor package that already researched alongside tungsten core ammunition. Achtrad there going at it. We also got here Italian Combined Arms might be looking at Caro Amatos. I suppose in a feverish dream. Semoventus, though I don't think Elpern's going to go for that. It'd be hilariously interesting if he were to. Fascinating even, but I don't think he's going to go for that. But prove me wrong, Elpern. Prove me wrong. Bazooka fire here against the Achtrad there, pushing it back. Panzerpionier in the fuel point again. Map control now, of course, for Orangepest and the 82nd Airborne. Baker Company there, running into some issues with the arrival of German, well, mechanization there. Got the paratrooper there routed. Another Achtrad as well here for Elpern. More armored cars here from the Panzeraufklärungsabteilung of the 15th Panzergrenadier Division. We got the tank depot going up. That'll, of course, be Shermans or possibly Hellcat here to match the Achtergaard here. I imagine here Elpern towards that, of course, will be Marder Fees. They're really cheap when you think about it. Bazooka fire there against the Achtergaard, pushing that back. Captain pushing forwards here, leading the counterattack here for the 82nd Airborne. As center there is held firmly now by the 15th Panzergrenadier Division. It's mighty Panzer Pionier. Got the 250 half-take here, doing what it can. Which is not a lot, really. South Jet's being chucked here, blowing through entire buildings there. Houses. History's ruined there. And there he goes. You can see they can actually move through the buildings once they've been fully leveled, by the way, and use them for cover. That's a bit of a neat feature they did out there. It's just not something you see a lot of in companies feed currently, but, you know, it is technically something to do there. Infantry can fight to save it covered, vehicles can pass through it, so, like, you know. Nice display there by Elpern. Good going. Thumbs up. And Elpern, of course, like, yes, that's why I did it. Achtergaard number 2 out there, forming up a patrol, which is how armored cars were organized. They platoons, but then there'd be 2 armored cars in a patrol. So, yeah. Little fun fact there. And then you'd have, like, I think 3 to 4 patrols to then make up a platoon. Still armor out there for Orangepest. Another fun fact about the Achtergaard is actually had a second driver's seat there, sort of roughly around there. So basically the driver could just quickly switch positions if he needs to get out there really fast. It would have featured the shared in the 234 armored cars, and also the Italian Autoblinde armored car, which is very similar to the Achtergaard, similarly shared in that feature. Little fun fact there. Panzer Pioneer advancing in the center here. We got 336 from 52 here. Pathfinder's advancing here. Another assault here by the 82nd Airborne, looking to reclaim the center here from those goddamn crowds. Or, you know, something terrible might happen, like Patton slapping Orangepest. A lot of bazookas, though. I mean, that does mean he doesn't quite have as much anti-infantry, but of course there's all these armored cars. I imagine the infantry is not Orangepest's major concern. Packed of steel. As for Orangepest, we do have the M18 Hellcat on the way here. Captain's going to flank around the other Panzerjägers. In the south here, you can see there Orangepest, or Elpern, I mean, made great progress. We got some Granatenbüchse. 39 there for the Panzer Pionier. M1340 out here, supporting the 15th Panzergrenadier Division. Was not uncommon for the Germans to utilize Italian armor in Italy. So, there you go. Good shot from the Hellcat there, punching straight through the Achtergaard's armor. Going hard in there before any Italian armor support. We got air support called in here, but looks fit. Almost got one of them. Got the M1340 moving up here. Can he get the Achtergaard? No, smoke deployed here. Narrowly saving the Achtergaard here. And I imagine causing Orangepest and his tank destroyer crew a bit of annoyance. But there you go. We got the M1340 moving forwards here. The Carro Armato. The M13, this M actually stands for how much it weighs, 13 tons. And the 40 was the year it entered into service. So, little fun fact there. Got another Panzer squad out here. Center has been reclaimed by the 82nd Airborne, finally, with assistance here from a nearby independent tank destroyer battalion. In the south, we got Pathfinders going to claim the southern victory point here. Mechanized infantry under Elpern's sturdy command there, of course, Rager above them. Heading north of the Achtergaard and another mechanized group. That was the Panzerjägers here. South here, Pathfinders routed. No mercy, of course, from Elpern. Hurtling northwards as another assault is launched here to force the Americans off the northern fields. M18 there being repaired. Could, of course, add the 50 cal there. And the center there, we got the other Achtergaard backed up at the M1340. Orangepest presence here, very limited at the moment. Of course, with engineers out, I think it also benefit a lot from some mines, as those would do a lot there to limit the mobility, of course, of Elpern, all of his armored cars, for that matter, like tanks. There's certainly a strong argument there for Orangepest in doing that. Of course, whether or not he does that is an entirely different matter. Off we got the Pirates of the Booster here with the Arcart there. Heavy damage inflicted. Panzer is trying to put coming fire, but not having the best of luck with it.
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
As for Orangepest, Hellcat, they're repositioning a bit. And we got another Hellcat tank trying to put the pressure down Elpern, or at least attempt to in the center. Panzer moving up. Hellcat rolling forwards.
We're losing grasp of a capture point.
And there go another M1340 here. Italian tank support there for Elpern.
Territory sector out of contact. Commandant!
Fun fact, as an additional side note about the Italians and the tanks, but the Italians themselves couldn't produce enough Italian tanks. They actually also made a fair amount of use of captured French tanks. Specifically, I think it was the Renault 38 or 39, which was very similar to the Hotchkiss tank. You've seen that one in Company's One, Tales of Valor. Pretty much the exact same. There you go, M1340 going for there. Go second Hellcat arriving here. Could be a problem here for the M1340. There you go. Great shots from the Hellcat. Almost got it. Could he take out the Elpern's M1340? No! Got it! Suddenly the other M1340 is in trouble as well here. There you go. M1340 is flying away there. Heavy damage to the Italian tank. Can Elpern salvage it, or will it be a blazing bundle of steel? And it blows apart here. Another blow here to Elpern and the German army. Now the Artgards are in deep scheiße here as the M1340 is going for the kill here. No, the M1340 misses and tear gas floods through the fighting compartment of the tank destroyer. I imagine Orangepest was anything but pleased about that. Sound charge to the center of the Panzer Pioneer explode alongside the cover. Ach, my God, Martyrs on the way there for Elpern. South 250 after pushing forwards. Panzer Pioneer there spotted by the Pathfinders. Pirates moving out the center as well here. M18 falling back. Hellcat is landing ready, but yeah, really strong luck there from Elpern with those Artgards. They're strong luck. Need to be careful about that Hellcat there. I'm not entirely sure why he's sending in that one like that. I feel like this could backfire on Orangepest quite severely. I think he's starting to realise it's getting a bit risky there. His other Hellcat is also in tiny repairs. He's got the knees moving back.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Quite chaotic fighting in there. We've got the Marder fleet tank destroyer there being hauled through the once verdant fields of southern Italy. Seizing the southern victory point here. Meanwhile up north, men of the 82nd Airborne push through here.
Victory point lost.
We've also got vehicle support and force recon here from Elpern, as he does not use any Bersaglieri or Panzer Grenadiers, so he's better off using these abilities which boosts his men when they are near vehicles. Azuka Pirates there launching ambush in the Artguard, causing quite a bit of damage here to the armoured car. Not enough to finish it off, of course.
Victory point under enemy control.
Panzer Pioneer standing by.
Panzer Pioneer force moving out there from the 15th Panzer Grenadier Division. Oh, he's actually using it to bombard. Nice, thumbs up. And yeah, tank destroyers were actually used in the bombardment role there by the Americans. There are also times used as tanks, which very much upset American High Command, to the point that they at one point removed half of all the tank destroyers and tank destroyer battalions, replaced them then to tank guns. This was, by the way, shortly before the Ardennes assault by the Germans. Fun fact there. Which highlights, of course, one important thing is what is doctrinal, and then what actually happens on the front line. Meanwhile, after coming up in the south here, another Marder there for Elpern. Sherman on the way there for Orangepest. In the south, you've got the Arthabas, the Pirates, they're just falling back. 82nd Airborne, seizing the town centre once more. Up north, also ground the fields north of Pachino.
How could this happen?
And air reconnaissance looks like called in on the base of Elpern, probably trying to figure out what he's up to. Meanwhile, Elpern's already made his initial move. He moves his force towards the southern fields here. Town there of Pachino helped somewhat here, likely by the Americans. Sherman moving out here for freedom and democracy. Hellcat fixed up. So that's both Hellcats ready to now tackle here the armoured might of Elpern. He's lining up here for what looks like a big push. Here we got 2 Achtarts, 2 250 half-tracks filled with Panzerjägers and 2 Marders. Things are about to get explosive. This could possibly leading into a deciding engagement or just both sides getting absolutely just punch drunk. I don't know. But he's moving towards the centre of it. Pachino. Achtarts, they're leading the way there. Sending the conch vehicles first. Definitely the smart move. They could also send in some infantry. He's got 3 mechanized squads now. 3 mechanized Jaeger squads. We've got the Parrots that are flanking in here. And suddenly the Achtarts getting ambushed here. Heavy fire down there, Marder. But the Parrots doing a lot of damage to return here. They're both clearly looking to, like, you know, deliver a decisive blow against the other one, but they're also a bit hesitant to do so. Okay, looks like Elpern's committing again. Nope. Yes, no, okay, he's moving in again. Hellcat there, hiding out in the ruins, opening out to shot on the Achart there. Marders to shoot back here on the Hellcat there, forced to fall back behind the ruins. Achart's being fixed up. What will Elpern do next? Oh, Orangepest. Okay, looks like Elpern's going to flank around here, the west side of the town, into the Marders. Oh no, the Hellcats. I'm dumb. Into the Hellcats and the Bazooka teams here. Almost got one of the half-tracks there. Got one half-track down, but there's still a lot of Panzerjägers in the centre. After coming up, backed up with the Panzer Pioneer support here. Parrots being routed here, but the Panzerjägers unable to fight against that many troops, lacking any anti-infantry in themselves. Achtarts continue to pull through the town centre of Pachino. Hellcat shown there. Moving up again now. Achart, they're getting blasted. Parrots though just find the wrong things here. We got air support called in here. Looks like could be a bombing run here on him. What is it? I don't know. It's a rocket strafe, but the rockets missed the mark entirely. Something's being airdropped. I think it's an anti-tank gun. In the heat of battle, Orangepest drops an anti-tank gun. Meanwhile, Elpern keeps up the assault here, going straight for the exposed anti-tank gun crew, who wonders if Orangepest couldn't drop them a bit further away from the zone of combat. Hellcat there gets a good shot on the Marder here. We got Pathfinders flanking in here, running into a lot of angry Germans and, more crucially, their armoured cars. And the result for the Pathfinders is an absolute massacre here. Hellcat shoots, misses on the Marder, entirely exposed itself to a ton of fire from both the Marders and the Panzerjägers, destroying the tank destroyer in its entirety, leaving not one scrap left. In the south here, Pathfinder's all trying to flank around, but again, push back here. Elpern's assault there seems to have run out of steam, and he just backs off here, fairly confident in the damage he's inflicted here on poor Orangepest. Orangepest moves up here, counterattack moving in now here. Panzer Pioneer acting as a rear guard there, but looks a bit backed up with the Achtarts still. Hellcat there moving about, snaps in a shot there through the fruit market. Can still recruit the anti-tank gun, only the crew died. The anti-tank gun still is, you know, all fine. You just need to wipe off the blood. And we got another M1340 out here, but we got a traffic jam here for Elpern. He tried to out for everything through a small, narrow road, and the result is, unsurprisingly, a traffic jam. Now that's realism. It's just not the kind of realism people want. Like, trust me, when people talk realism, they're not talking traffic jams.
We have vehicles available in reserve.
Machine guns that help you with infantry. So bazooka teams could also be a nice way to exploit the center here. So to start popping the buildings to suddenly start chucking satchels and whatnot at Elpern's vehicles and armor. Still, Orangepest is holding on here. Elpern, though, definitely has a strong fist here to deliver into the teeth of Orangepest if Orangepest isn't careful here. But he's not having great luck there controlling the rest of the map there. He's definitely looking for the decisive blow at the moment. Anton being held back from reinforcement healing. 30 cal, they're almost done. South Achtar's going for the unfortunate Pathfinders, backed up by a throng of Panzerjägers. And we got another Marder here for Elpern. Even the Pathfinders being utterly murdered. Up north, they're showing forwards. No 50 cals on that one, by the way. Routing the Panzer Pioneer there with a well-placed Sherman shot. Marders in Norfolks, Achtarts, M1340s. The hunt is on. But now we could see it looks like this could be even be used as bait to try and catch Elpern on the march for the tank destroyers and anti-tank guns. Hard to say here. M1340 is marching northward. Sherman there, disengaging, even as the rest of Elpern's force in the center being caught here. No, they're also backing off here. There's a lot of like mind games, a lot of maneuvering here, trying to catch the L1 off guard here. So certainly a lot of tension in the air. Oh, a lot of tension here. 30 cal anti-tank up to the center. Continue spot here, Sherman falling back. Bazooka teams are going for the Marders. Looks like here Orangepest caught Elpern there exposed, and he goes in for the bazookas, but Elpern is able to quickly disengage here from the situation and avoid a loss of tank destroyers or armored cast. Of course, right now there's still a lot of exposed stuff in the center, which could go down here if Orangepest is daring and lucky enough. There go good shots here on the Marder, but the Hellcat is taking some insane damage as well here. Bazooka teams there almost got one of the other Marders. Entertaining, they just wasn't within range. Very lucky there for Elpern. In the south here, Panzer's clashing up with the American troops there. Far up north here, Panzer being around, but the Sherman still got the Predator about here with the bazookas, looking for easy targets with which to destroy in the name of freedom. In the south, Elpern's men trying to break through here in the southern fields, but Orangepest remains firmly rooted and is not allowing Elpern to pass through, no matter how nicely he asks. Compared to the caught though by the machine gun bunker here and are routed victoriously. So what is Orangepest's next move? Not tanks or tank destroyers, that's for sure.
M1340, medium panzer.
And Elpern's got another M1340. It's becoming quite the motorized and mechanized circus here. The tension keeps building up more and more. Like a suspensions bridge that is about to snap. Things are about to get spicy one way or the other. Anti-tank and shoots whips. We got an airstrike here. And if Elpern doesn't realize soon enough, get on the time, this could cost him. He might supposed to go up the center into the anti-tankers and the bazooka smoke deployed here. Oh, it's a rocket strike again. Dodged. I think Orangepest might be getting a bit impatient here with Elpern. I think he should have waited until like he was more packed within the town center of Pachino, because Elpern clearly wants to move through it, and I think had he just waited for the right time, he could caught again him like in a traffic jam, at which point, obviously, Elpern in a bad spot. Now Orangepest just about to send it to Elpern. Got 130 versus 263. Bit of skirmish up north here. Marders and M13 being held northwards as well.
Orders. Capture. Shall we fortify?
Bit of quiet.
Proximity alarm.
Hellcat moving out there. Mines being laid down here by Elpern. Very smart there. Sherman towards this. Going to catch the M1340 here. But there's of course the Marder on the flank that could cause problems for the Shermans. Center Pathfinder moving forwards here. In the south, I think he's trying to poke, but Elpern is not allowing him to poke through here. In the center, we got the Engineers Pathfinder moving up here. No minesweepers. They are stubborn, yeah. Panzer Horde moving up here. Sherman moving up here. Need to cover that mine. Oh, hits the building there. Panzer's flying with it. Paratroopers routed. Arcad's moving up. Machine gun there, not quite within covering position. Sherman backing off here. Much in the base of Orangepest. Entertain there being swatted there by the Arcades, including one at ace level. Heavy damage of the Entertain and the Hellcat. Panzer's moving forwards. 30 cal in a bad spot here. Bad luck there for Orangepest for sure.
Acknowledged. Enemy is down.
At least he didn't lose it. Less than 200 points left. It's now Elpern has managed his control of all victory points. This is what we call bad news for Orangepest. Very bad news. The tension is still there, but now it's less tense, but mostly because Elpern now definitely seems much more advantageous. Orangepest needs to come up with some kind of clever maneuver here to catch Elpern off guard and deliver some quite decisive hits here. Old cat of T2. Send again paratroop leading the way here. Grenade here on the Panzer. Oh, it's a satchel charge! Airborne and the 8 here. It's Hellcat Sherman on the move here. Paratroop is getting pummeled here. We got engineers flying around the minesweepers. Paratroop squad routed here. Machine up the flank here. Hellcat Sherman remaining reserve for now. Looks like Orangepest is not quite ready to commit them here until he probably has the right time to do so. Anti-tank hanging back here. We got the M30 flying away there. We got Sherman heading northwards here. Hellcat remaining here behind the building blocks. Well, what's left of them. Panzerjägers, they're bombarding here, and the artillery here will be pretty great here for Orangepest. Another hit there on the Arcot up north there, pushing in with the Sherman here and some other men here. Got the Marder then reserve. Good shot on the Sherman right through the side armor. And on mine, this is horrific for Orangepest. Meanwhile, we got something the airdrop around the center. I'm guessing another anti-tank gun here for Orangepest. Sherman there in the danger zone. There we go. Concussor grenade here in the pants of the captain there. Marder misses the Sherman. Needs the Hellcat up there. I think he got it started there on the airdrop anti-paratrooper squad there. Oh dear. Got the paratrooper with bazooka. Sherman's about to go down here. No, the Marder misses again. There we go. Got the Sherman. Even gets the Marder though. This is going to be a horror trade here though for Orangepest. Like, Sherman is definitely not worth the Marder, but yeah, he does get it at least. Does get at least. And the newly arrived paratroop squad has all been equipped with bazookas in the center there. Arcot pushing forward to the anti-tank gun and the Hellcat here. Quickly deploying smoke though. North here. M1340 here versus a host of bazookas there. Rockets punching through the armor, and the crew somehow miraculously survives all of that. Punching and Sega's Pathfinder from 40 undercover smoke. Arcot swinging and blasting the Pathfinders. Anti-tank and sneaks a shot there through the wreckage. Paratroop towards the center here, flanking in from another angle there. Arcot said I need to be careful. I mean, to get the paratroop against all these highly veteran Arcots there. Heavy damage inflicted. Almost had it there. Almost. But luck does not smile upon Orangepest this fight so far. He's not there. Another Panzerjäger squad. He's up to 4 squads of them. He's also been equipping them with MG34s. Back here we got the M1340 being fixed up. M1340 Smart's going to go for a flank here. Finally, Elpern sees his time to strike here against Orangepest. Going here for the flank of the Hellcat. Narrowly gets briefly away, but needs the paratroop up there and saying ulti to turn around here, but it's not happening. We got the men in the center being hammered. There you go. Hellcat goes down. Center there, we got the Pathfinder shot with the Arcot rushing in there. Got it there. Almost got the M1340 here with the bazookas. Got it. Small win here for Orangepest, but he needs a lot more winning here right now versus Elpern. Got the ace paratroop moving forward to the bazookas. Opening up, we've got the Arcot pushing through it, crashing through already crumbling masonry here. Both Arcots now at the ace. Little bazooka fires, screams away at them, but it is not enough to take out these heavy armored cars. We definitely end up taking the whole heavy a bit too literally. South charge, being oh! God im Himmel! One squad gone, the other one narrowly survives. The buildings did not. One kind of did, I guess. Grenades being chucked here, petrifying routed. Just absolute carnage. Absolute slaughter. North here, troops pushing 40. But they are spotted by an M1340 here, for which they have no anti-tank weapons. Machine gun wiped out. M13 rushing to the base here, rounds all the bazookas, and with this, Orangepest concedes the fight. It is a victory for Deutschland, a loss for America. An intense fight here, though really close at times. But Elpern was able to pull through in part just due to the sheer value you get from all these upgrades. Like, they definitely need to tone these down. And certainly the afterguards all just kind of busted. Still, you kind of had Elpern close. I do think there's a shot here for Orangepest, but I think part of it should involve like mining the center there when he actually had it. I think having able to catch up some of Elpern's vehicles with mines, I think that'd given Orangepest a much stronger hand. I also think some mortars could maybe prove to be advantageous here as well to like provide some more constant pressure on Elpern. Either way, the not easy task here for Orangepest, and he was close though, so well played there. Well played. And to everyone else, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can subscribe, like, comment, all that. And for those who like the content I make, you can always donate or pledge on Patreon. Links in the description. This is Imperial saying cheers and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye.